We tend to forget in the contemporary era that the images of Arabs were not always negative, and they did not always appear simply as terrorists. Sometimes they were good Arabs. They were Arabs who actually seemed to be romanticized with, if you think of the images of Rudolph Valentino in The Sheik, from 1921, he was a romantic lover with whom the white woman falls in love. So often the exotic Arab seemed to be on one level like a good Arab. At the same time, if we look closely, we'll see that actually they're often exoticized, but in a way that can be seen as negative. So Arabs are usually seen as living primitive life. They're leading life that are not so different from the way animals lead their life. In a film called, a film that actually Josephine Baker played in a French film, a Bedouin woman called Princess Tam Tam. She plays a Bedouin in North Africa, and she immediately seen among the animals, among the goats and donkeys and the cactus trees. And she is an unthreatening figure, but at the same time she is seen as an extension of nature. And that's what one can think about as Arabs, an extension of nature, and therefore they're still not seen as higher civilization, and therefore European culture comes and has the role of cultivating them and raising them into, bringing them, as it were, into modernity. Sometimes you will see Arabs simply next to animals. They're next to camels, they're next to donkeys, they're next to goats, and they don't actually speak. Often we don't hear Arabic spoken, even though the geography that is filmed is in Morocco or in Egypt. We just hear some linguistic murmur in the background and we assume that it is Arabic. There is no translation. And this is something that happens on the same continuum as other minorities in the cinema. For example, if you think of Native American images in the cinema, how often have you seen in the Western genre actually Native American languages being spoken? And language is surely a sign of civilization. Language is surely a sign in which diverse communities convey their identities. What we see often, whether with regards to Native American or Arabs, is broken English, me, you, hello, me, people, this kind of broken, fragmented English that takes place in relation to diverse racialized minorities. This is true of Arabs too. You have films like Casablanca. It is set in Casablanca after all. But do we ever see Arab characters? It is as though it is an exotic scenery, or The Man Who Knew Too Much, Hitchcock's movie, also set in North Africa. We do not interact with the indigenous population, but the indigenous population serves as an exotic background for the larger activities of the Western heroes.